Good morning, everybody at YouTube. Um, the, Zelensky had his Oval meeting with the Russian asset. You can't no longer call him a president. It's not. Let me put it really clear. March 3rd of 2025, the afternoon of that day, if John Thumer and Mike Johnson have not called for the impeachment, the prosecution, imprisonment, and execution of this Russian asset, they need to stand trial with him that afternoon. This is more than just a lack of democracy or some coup takeover or whatever. He's delusional. He honestly believes, or corruptly believes, one way or the other, that Ukraine started the conflict, even though it was Russian troops that poured across the border. He can brag all he wants. Russia donated more armor, tanks and armor to Ukraine than anybody has. Their incompetence is overwhelming. Do I believe that Donald John Trump works for the KGB, the FSB? Yes, I do. There's not even a maybe statement to that. Do I think that Putin himself could be compromised and or somebody in his high up in his FSB or KGB to the American side? I absolutely believe that. There's no way that you could squander that much military in a 3-year period without it being deliberate. Through incompetence or whatever. I mean, that was deliberate. But this can't go on. I don't care what they're trying to achieve, what goals the billionaires want, or whatever. The billionaireism mental sickness is physically, literally threatening the survival of our species. We can't keep this up. We got to change this like really quick and get back on a path to what's actually going to happen. We got enough catastrophe, or whatever you want to call it, that's going to happen really soon. And if dumbass and doofus are in charge when this takes place, we are just screwed as a species. Do I still believe that this satellite in 2029 is going to deorbit satellites and stuff, or this asteroid, I meant, is going to deorbit satellites? You bet I do. It's going to deorbit a bunch of junk, a bunch of space junk. How much? Don't know. I don't have those kind of details. If I could see the actual the telemetry and trajectory, I could probably make a better second guess. It's all about weight, y'all. Gravity isn't how you look at it. If you're moving fast enough, you can basically fly, okay? So as long as this thing's not like slowing this stuff down or changing its orbit in some dramatic way, and it could. The concussions of this thing breaking the sound barrier, it's going to have just enough atmosphere to be dangerous, and that's the problem. That is what the deal is. And then the radiation and stuff that follows afterwards. But I'm hoping that the billionaires by that time have raped and pillaged the government, raped and pillaged everything that they could rape and pillage, because they understand that they're burning it to ash. John Thumer is not a stupid man. Mike Johnson is not a stupid man. Mike Johnson may be religiously perverted, he may be all these other things, but he's not stupid. They understand full and well what Donald John Trump is doing. He's a draft-dodging coward that has never changed the spots. Sorry, y'all. It's just how I feel about it. And when it comes to protest, before, I wasn't all that thrilled because I knew the ugly side of Elon Musk, and it was dangerous. If you're not willing to protest, like to remove this scourge, this abomination that's called the Republican Party at this moment. And I'm a conservative constitutionalist, so that's kind of like the pot calling the kettle black, is what I'm trying to say. But these are no longer Republicans. None of these people are. That one Lindsey Graham, that maligning snail slime. My God, he was literally blaming Zelensky for Trump trying to shake him down in the Oval Office. We can't have any more of this. We have to go back to being Americans first in getting rid of all the Russian assets out of our government. It has to go this way. We can't be controlled by Putin and his people, or whoever. Even if it's our own alphabet people at this point, they have to stop. They're literally, physically threatening the survival of our species on this rock. That's it. Y'all have a big day. It got deep, it got real, but that's the way it is. And do I want to listen to anybody's, take on how great the Republic? No. Trump is the stupidest, the greediest, the slimiest criminal that they could have ever elected. Congratulations. You have now what you want. If you want the rest of the world to declare war against America, you're right on that page, man. Have a good day.